We represent various faiths, and we do not seek religious advice from politicians.
I just asked Senator Judyce McIntyre, she was standing there with Senator Wilson, and I said, hey, I'm curious, do you make 68% of what he makes as a senator? And he said, no. And so I thought, well, see, this is the problem. Maybe Sally has been working for the government so long that she doesn't understand that we all don't make the same as our counterparts that have different body parts. So, you know, or...
I'm Nathaniel Batchelder, and I work at the Peace House in Oklahoma City. We support more than a dozen social justice, human rights, nonviolence, and peace issues. And I have supported reproductive choice and reproductive justice forever. And I believe that what's happening today is a mobilization of groups that are furious and outraged by legislation that is going to hurt women, it's going to hurt African Americans, it's going to hurt Hispanic Latinos, it's going to hurt American Muslims, it's going to hurt gays and lesbians, and it's going to infuriate all of the progressive liberals who agree with those issues. So this is the start of something big. We're getting ready for the next election.
And can I ask you, in addition to working for reproductive rights, you also work with Veterans Against the War?
We support a dozen groups that are working for peace in the Middle East. I'm the chairperson of the Central Oklahoma Human Rights Alliance. We do news conferences and public events regularly about issues like the Affirmative Action Bill and the Arizona Plus Immigration Bill and other outrageous bills. And I'm proud to be here today.
And you come to Lawton sometimes, right? Because we're from Lawton.
I have. I've spoken at Cameron University and the Student Center there. And what's happening now, I'm really excited, is that I think that campus groups are beginning to be aware of each other's presence. We did a rally. I was part of organizing, but mostly it was the students at Oklahoma City University organizing a rally and a march for justice and peace there on Saturday, April the 9th. All the speakers were students from Oklahoma City University and from Oklahoma City Community College, and there were about 100 at the rally in March, and they said we want to kind of form a Congress of state student groups to feel our power and not just work on one issue, but be aligned with all the issues.
So that's a job for Comanche County Young Democrats.
Well, that would be one more group.
All right, thank you.
Yeah, you betcha. You betcha. I'm proud to be here.
I'm Martha Skeeters.
And you're the president of Oklahoma Coalition for Reproductive Justice.
That's right.
And you have an awesome t-shirt.
Thank you. And I know you, Terry, because you're an awesome organizer too.
Yeah, I'm a member of Oklahoma Coalition.
Well, and because you organized quite a crowd to get out here today.
I know, we got a big group coming up.
The posse from Lawton. Wow.
Okay, so what do we do? We go to your website, and what do we find there?
If you go to ocrj.org, you will find a link on the left to join us and click, and you can go to a membership form and join online. There are no dues required. You'll get a few emails when we're having actions, but you'll not be obligated to anything. And we are recruiting members now, really in a campaign, because we have become plaintiffs in the lawsuit against the ultrasound bill, and our lawyers want to be able to argue that they represent Oklahoma's women in this case.
Right. So just by going to the website and becoming a member, which is free, you're taking an actual tangible action in fighting this legislation.
That's exactly right. You will be on the team fighting the ultrasound bill.
And you can find OCRJ on Facebook.
OCRJ has a Facebook page, yes indeed.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thanks for coming out.
My name is Rena, and I go by Serena Blaze on Facebook and on my blog, which is at peacearena.org.
And you run the OCRJ website.
I I do, and I also am one of the administrators of the Facebook page. So I sort of do the online media, I guess. Yeah.
Right, so that's why if you can't find the website, go to OCRJ, Oklahoma Coalition Reproductive.
Yeah, it's ocrj.org, but on Facebook you can just search for Oklahoma Coalition for Reproductive Justice.
And then there's a Facebook group that...
Yeah, I started a Facebook group. It's primarily for Oklahoma City women and feminist men. It's called Red Dirt Feminist, and so you can request to join that group. It's one of those new groups on Facebook.
Yeah, because then you're in like a community where you can have...
Yeah, it kind of grew out of an email list, but that's so old school, you know.
Sorry,
so.
yeah. Those groups work good. Okay, so go to Red Dirt Feminist, and then you can start talking to Serena, Martha, and a bunch of other people from PC and Lawton.
Okay, yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Excellent. Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Serena's a hero. She does everything, because you don't just do...
I work on peace and justice issues. I'm a member of the executive director for the Oklahoma Center for Conscience. We work basically against war, and our major project right now, well, we've got two, but we're doing the GI Rights Hotline, but our major project right now is support for Bradley Manning, and we've had many demonstrations here, and we're planning to go up to where he is now in Leavenworth, Kansas, and demonstrate there.
Planned Parenthood of Central Oklahoma has the whole western part of Oklahoma, all the counties. Unfortunately, we don't reach to Lawton just yet, but we'd love to get some Lawton folks involved in our effort. You can go to our website, www.ppcok.org, or check out our Facebook. We got all kinds of social media. You can email me at ppco@ppfa.org, and we'll get you signed up.
So if we start making some noise out there in Lawton and surrounding areas, is it possible we could get a Planned Parenthood out there?
Possibly. We could always work. We need people in the community to really support Planned Parenthood to build interest. So we would definitely love to go down there.
And in the meantime, if a woman out there needs help, we can get in touch with you guys and figure out what to do.
Probably Norman would be the closest clinic to Lawton. I know it's a long way away, but I think it's worth the drive and the effort. We'll treat you good.
Okay, excellent. Thank you.
Thank you.
Sally's List is doing a big small town, I don't know whether you call them small towns or small cities here, small town push in Oklahoma, because I get emails all the time from women who live in smaller areas who say, I thought I was the only one who felt the way I did, who's progressive, who's pro-choice, who feels progressive or liberal on the issues. But my visceral experience is that if all those women stood up and met each other, they would be amazed at how many there are, and I truly believe they'd end up being a majority. I really do. So that is our goal right now, to get out to the smaller towns. Linda Edmondson she's spearheading that whole movement for us, so I'm very excited about that.
So you're the president of Sally's List?
I am the president and founder of Sally's List. We've been around for 1 year, and we're named after Sally Mock, who was a friend of mine. I met her on the board of Planned Parenthood. We did some political fundraising together. She passed away very suddenly a couple years ago, but she was just graduated head of her class, law school at OU, and just this dyed-in-the-wool feminist, and just a wonderful, wonderful woman. And she worked at the biggest law firm in town, McAfee Taft, and she just took all the women under her wing as they came in and sort of helped them get established. And anyhow, so we're named after her, and we recruit and train women to run for the state legislature. That's the one thing we're doing. Maybe later we'll do more.
Yeah, well, I'm asking questions.
Yes.
So Sally's List, the purpose of Sally's List is to train and recruit female and progressive candidates. And on the 21st of March...
21st of May.
In
Tulsa, that's okay. In Tulsa, from 9 to 3, we're having a campaign training. It's a Saturday. It's at All Souls Unitarian Church. You don't have to want to run for office. It can be if you just want to know how campaigning works. We will talk about messaging. We will talk about social network, using social networking campaigning, paid media, earned media. Senator Judisa McIntyre will speak. Representative Emily Virgin will speak. Ryan Kiesel, who was a rep here. Just a whole bunch of different information to sort of educate people into what it takes to get elected.
people of Lawton and surrounding areas, small town surroundings, you get FindSally'sList.org.
Find Sally's List, sallyslist.org. You can sign up online. It is completely free. We will feed you breakfast. We will feed you lunch. You will be happy. You'll be in a room full of people who think like you. We had one in Oklahoma City in March. It was wonderful. People had a really good time, and they're really relieved to be. Every time we have a fundraiser or any event, people are so excited to be in a room with people who feel like they do. And we're trying to tell people, don't be marginalized, don't be intimidated about your views, because there are lots of people out there who share them with you.